Welcome back to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I'm your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives and the six. We back in here for another one, man. On a Monday, man. Get used to it. Cause y'all already know when Mondays come, when football season is recapping the past weekend. But for this week, we back on Monday because it's SEC Media Days, man. So I couldn't find a better way to come back up here, man. And of course, I got my main man up here, Alabama A&M zone, former running back and graduate, the man on these streets. Y'all already know our good friend and brother, Coach Shawn.
Much love to my broski B Sharp. Much love to the Chizat. You know what I'm saying? It's talking season, bro.
Good old talking season.
Good old talking season, man. What did shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Much love to all our people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. Good to see everybody up in here. We got BT up in here. You receive an invoice. I already know what you're talking about, man. Showing up. Got Ephraim up in here, King of Chaos up in here, Toya up in here. Vols up in here, man. Good to see everybody up in here, man. Tell a friend, come on over here. Definitely want to know y'all opinions on everything which I heard today. Tough as nails up in here. And even may have a couple of y'all come up here and give y'all opinion, man, on how y'all feel about SEC Media Day. What y'all seen so far, cause it started off a little like normal or whatnot. Who's gonna break the ice and say how they really felt about some stuff? And then we got some coaches that saying how they really felt, from Will Stein to Josh Heupel. I was like, ooh, we getting a little spicy. I like this. And this is only day one. Okay.
Yeah,
but Coach Shawn, I'm gonna let you start it off, man. Wherever you want to start, man, that's where we'll go, and we'll just let it flow from there.
Well, I want to start with probably my favorite coach outside of our Alabama coach in the SEC, outside of Kirby and Coach DeBoer. My third favorite coach is Brent Venables. I just really like Brent Venables, man. Always have. Dude. I wouldn't mind having him in Alabama in some facet. But I did see what Brent Venables was talking about. His locker room was the strongest it's been, since he's been at Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always a good sign. That just means you got a lot of veterans in there. I mean, you've seen a lot of good things from your younger kids. I did wait to see what John Mateer and defensive end Taylor Ween and offensive guard Eddie Pierre Lewis all had great things to say. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, people can say what they want. Oklahoma going to be a problem this year. I think Oklahoma going to win 10 games easily. I just believe it. They got all the pieces, man. The offensive line, the coaches are still in place. They got the veteran defense. They got the best defensive coordinator outside of Kirby Smart in the conference as their head coach. Their quarterback didn't play bad unless he was hurt. Yeah, he had his struggles throwing the ball downfield, but hell, they made the playoffs and beat us. If you want to be technical, we beat them as well. But if you're gonna count one, you gotta count the other.
Yep.
He did tell the truth about they got to get better in the run game. They got to get better in the run game, just like we do. What's crazy is Oklahoma outside of more kids coming back. We know that they trump us in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the two teams and their performances, and you look at some of the struggles they got coming back into this coming up season, Oklahoma and Alabama is very, very similar. Yes, I know they got their quarterback back and all of that, but I mean, as far as how the two teams played on the field, struggles in the run game, struggles throwing the ball deep late in the season, offensive line struggles late in the season, quarterback sort of up and down, and both teams made the playoffs. They just unfortunately had to play each other. Very, very similar teams, man. Very, very similar teams. So I'm anxious to see what they do as well. We don't play those guys this year. Thank God. You know, David Stone being one of the best defensive players in the country, not just the conference. And Oklahoma, he said they was embracing the hype. Like, expect them to be good, and he gonna hold you to that. See, that's the difference in an offensive mindset coach and a defensive mindset coach. You know, I really like Brent Venables, man, and I secretly, not when they play in Alabama, but pull for Oklahoma a little bit from afar. You know what I mean? I just do. You know what I mean? I like Brent Venables. You know what I mean? I really think they're gonna do well this year. And Eli Drinkwitz, I'm not sold on Missouri. I'm not even sold on Eli Drinkwitz. I know he's a good offensive coach, a lot of schematic stuff, good offensive coach, but as a head coach, remember, man, some coaches make better coordinators than they do head coaches. I'm not sold on Eli Drinkwitz like that, man. Like, I know he's a good coach. I'm not taking for nothing from him, but okay, you know, I hear what he's saying, right? I'm just not sure any coach will ever get the really, really big name kids at Missouri. Sure, you'll get onesie twosies, develop them. I'm just not sure Missouri will ever have just super duper talent like that. Shane Ray talent like that, man. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure of that, man. But yeah, I was impressed by Brent Venables, and you know, can't wait to see what the future holds for all these coaches, him, Eli, and everybody else that went today.
Yeah, man. I'm about to say I like Drinks.
Yeah,
I like him, especially with the running backs. When he was telling about the running backs, you had running backs being the top running backs in the country. Of course, we got Ahmad Hardy, which I totally forgot when we were talking about the attendees that was going to be there, and we said Ahmad Hardy. Like, oh, I'm surprised he's not on the list because of unfortunate incident that I totally forgot all about. That's why he wasn't there. But they were expecting him to be back. I think it said 5 or 8 weeks. They expecting him to be back at full recovery and be with the team and everything. So hopefully he'll be all right with that. But I like what he had to say. I think a lot of the stuff that held him back last year was quarterback. I wouldn't say they would get very far because it's still Missouri in a lot of ways. I'm just never sold on Missouri in any type of way. But Brent Venables, as always, impressive.
Yeah.
I think we all love Brent Venables, and him and Kirby easily the two best, not even in the conference in the country.
Yeah,
defensive wise, it ain't even close in my eye. Especially if anybody, especially in our fan base, that know Brent Venables and how he used to give us hell with Clemson. He doing it now with Oklahoma. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad we're not playing them right now, especially in the regular season. We get a year away from them guys. I'm glad we got our get back, but I'm glad to just get away from them. Like we can hold on to that W for a little long time. But man, Taylor Lewan, is it how I say it? Taylor Wan. It's gonna be one of those dudes in the SEC that's gonna. We seen how he had that coming out party against us and just we couldn't do nothing, man. Every time we thought we was gonna drive, man, he was just always making a play, especially with R. Mason Thomas, I think being hurt that game. But man, that was it. John Mateer going to that Manning Passing Academy. I know he got a lot of coaching up from over there from those guys, and then especially having that off season, having a year to learn the SEC. I felt that same way about I'm about to say Tyler Dart. What's my boy name? Dart that play in New York City.
Jackson
Dart. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart having that year in the SEC. Then he came back and had a great year the next year too because he understood the SEC, like the physicality and everything. I think that's what really helped him in the pros right now because he already prepared for it. You already had a talent. So I just can't wait to see how Jackson Dart. I'm about to say Jackson Dart. John Mateer.
John Mateer.
Yeah, that's why I say everybody just running together, man. But John Mateer played this year because I believe he's going to be one of the top guys in the conference, quarterback-wise, right along with Trinidad Chambliss and Arch Manning and all those guys. Still Still can't wait to hear when those coaches come up there from Sark and Lane Kiffin.
When they
But
go,
good question, because I've been trying to find that schedule all day. So if anybody can, I'm gonna try to find that schedule real quick while we talking about them. But we actually, like I said, man, we had some fireworks too with with our good guy Will Stein coming into the lead, man, talking that talk, and we had Josh Heupel talking that mess, man. Uh, you want to speak on that? Because I know Will Stein came in here and basically I want to make sure I get him quoted right because I was like, "Woo, okay, okay." No, let me see the exact quote. I had it up. I had it up here. There we go. Will Stein said, he said, Kentucky head coach Will Stein on will con, why Kentucky head coach Will Stein on why the Kentucky Wildcats will win big in Lexington. Because of me, to be honest, because of me.
hey, listen, I like it.
Oh yeah.
If you don't believe in yourself, hell, who gonna believe in you, man?
Bingo.
You know, I mean, Kentucky has always been physical, man. We Kentucky. Listen, Kentucky has never been. Sure, we put belt to their asses a lot, but who better to ask than Jonathan Allen? Jonathan Allen himself said Kentucky is one of those games, Mississippi State, Kentucky, where you don't go out after the game if it's a home game. Like you just want to go home, get in the tub, and chill. So he was trying to say that, yeah, we win the game, and maybe it look easy, but Kentucky is physical. Physical, man. They've always been physical. Remind you, this team, Georgia has escaped this team by the hairs of their chinny damn chin more than once or twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they've always been a quarterback away, a few pieces away from really having a really good season. Maybe this guy's the guy to do it, man. He talking that talk, so I ain't mad at him, man. I ain't mad at him. You know, I'll tell you this. I'll say this, and this is the biggest compliment I can give to Kentucky. There's a lot of teams in the SEC I'd rather play than Kentucky.
Yeah, especially when we go up there. That's why I said they have some guys up there. It's still I respect them.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those games, man. You just try to go in there and take care of business early and get the hell out of there. It's just one of those places. It's always been one of them places like Mississippi State. We may start off slow over there and it just be like, oh Lord, now we got to hear these cowbells all game long.
Yep.
You're just trying to just go ahead and take care of business early and get the hell up out of there.
Yeah.
So I still got to see it over time. That's why I said, man, with these programs, because I think everybody trying to loot everything to Kurt Setnetti and what he's doing up there in Indiana. The problem that I have with that is that's an anomaly. When you don't, I'm always be a firm believer, man. When you don't have that type of pressure on you to succeed early, like if you come to like some people like, man, we should have got him at Alabama, we should have got him at this place and that place. Who say he has that same success here? Now that's different type of pressure. Now you don't have no pressure at Indiana.
No,
what you did, you sealed your legacy forever right there to just do that. You don't have to worry about like if they never win again, that's good for him. His legacy is already sealed up there. Winning more will only help it. Yeah. But if he never wins again, he's good. So that's what I said, man. I still just got to see it. Kentucky's in the SEC. You going against tougher competition than any conference. I don't give a damn what the Big Ten winning 3 national championships in a row. That's cool and all. That doesn't make you the best conference. Y'all have been winning. Now we have to win a national championship. I do give you that. But in terms from top to bottom, it's no way you like competition-wise, no way that I would say that it's gonna be hard to pry some of these kids from away from Texas, the Oklahomas, the Floridas, the Georgias, the Alabamas, hell, even Auburn. It's gonna be hard to just get them up there in Lexington, Kentucky. But go ahead.
I mean, for me, man, um, I don't know, man. It's so hard to gauge college football now, man.
What
You
you
know,
say?
I give you a perfect example. I used to love recruiting. Like I would take off work for National Signing Day, bro. I would take off for more reasons than one. I
I
had a
said
lot
that
of
the other day about you too.
yeah. I used to take off for that. I would have some young homies up here going to A&M. I made a whole day of it. Man, I don't care nothing about that shit now. I don't care nothing about no recruiting. I don't care. You know, I just the love for it for me is just gone, bro, because it's so unstable. I mean, I can't even fall in love with this player because that cat might not be on the roster next year. I just and
Yeah.
I try not to be that way, man, but it just did something to me, bro. It just really did. But I mean, they all on Signetti's nutsack. I mean, bro, at the end of the day, listen, I got respect for winning. You know how I feel about winning. I respect
Mhm.
that, because if it was us winning, I would want to talk my talk too.
Exactly.
But what I don't like is how they always taking shots at Alabama. Every time you see this, like you at the White House, what the hell you bringing up Bama for? Like I don't like that, bro. That like because it's like now you picking. Now it's are you mad because they didn't hire you? Like you showing that you have some hidden Anna. You got some Anna on your chest somewhere, man. What the hell you think about Alabama? You at the White House supposed to be celebrating your win. What is you roll tiding for? Like I ain't got no respect for that because now you doing too much. It's outside of winning now. So yeah, I agree 100% with you, B. Shaw. Them teams don't face the same pressure that we face, man. What's up, Tuffy Nail? What's up, Trav Panel? What's up, B. Shaw? I mean, Bino. What's up, everybody? Ephraim, everybody, man. Bevo,
Mhm.
Bino. You know what I'm saying? All BT, all the homies in here. Homegirls, Toya, everybody, Nitra, J Mims, everybody, man. Much love to all y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Um, yeah, I'm the same way, J Mims. I'm the same way, man. I used to really I would get so. Do you remember the days when AJ and them was committing and Trent and them would all go, they all would ride to each other's signing day, putting pressure to come to Bama. It just ain't like that no more, man. It just ain't like that. No. What's up, Lynn? Big shout out to Lynn, bro. What's going on, bro?
Oh, Lynn up in this thing, man.
Yeah, what's
Oh
up,
man, it's been a
Lynn?
minute.
Yeah, what's
Oh
going
man, what's
on,
up,
Lynn?
man?
How you doing,
Man,
Lynn? Good to
whether
see
he
you.
mad or not, Lynn, man, it don't matter, bro. It
I
just
think
like
I think he is B Sharp.
let,
Because
let it go.
but think about that though, B Sharp. It's been years later. Look at bro. Remember the quote he said about Alabama when they was asking him about that. That was disrespectful as hell. They don't. He just that was a backhanded slap, man. If that stuff like that as a player used to motivate me big time, more than any speech the coach gonna give. He when they asking him, usually the respectful thing to do when they say, how do you get your players ready for the history and the mystique of Alabama? He could have easily said something like, hey man, we just got to practice hard, get ready for the game. It's a great team we going against. The normal coaching jargon. That cat said, y'all might know more about the history of Alabama and the mystique than my team do. He didn't give a damn. He was trying to tell you that's over, right? So, and then to get to the White House when you're supposed to be basking in the glory of your championship, you roll tide. Really, bro? I hope, but see, these players today, man, just different, bro. I don't mean no disrespect to them, but these players today got so much going on. They just not this, bro. Listen, the players in our day, the players after me, we took stuff personal, right? Social media has made people get in their feelings quick, but get out of their feelings quick. No, we hold grudges. Damn that. You talk
Mm-hmm.
about me, we don't forget that, bro. You hold grudges, man. No, 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 no. You don't let it go. Damn, shaking the other team hand before the game. Damn, going out to eat together. Damn, all that. Damn, all that. We putting belt to ass, bro. Damn,
Mm-hmm.
all that. We ain't trying to be buddies. No, I don't come from that generation. I don't come from that generation. I come from the generation of violence, war. You did me wrong, I'm not gonna feel better till I do you wrong. That's just what it is. We just not like it's just not the same, bro. It's just not. So, I don't know, B Sharp, man. I mean, truth be told, man, the truth is in the details, right? We're a truth-based show. We try to be at least. Alabama, yes, is getting disrespected on a lot of levels by national pundits, by other coaches, even by some recruits, right? The disrespect that we see toward Alabama nowadays is new to all of us, right? But here's the reality of it, bro. Until you do something about it, nobody cares about your practice videos, your way. Nobody cares, bro. The quickest way to make somebody respect you from 90s on up to mid 2000s, right, is to walk up to them and slap their damn shoes off. I'm talking about just slap their shoes clean off their face. I'm talking about on Jesus sandals, smack their face clean off. They'll never play with you again. And if they think about it, they're gonna choose somebody else. Until we get a little bit of that in us, it's warranted, bro. It's warranted. Other coaches are gonna take our spotlight, and fans don't like hearing that. But bro, can any fan that's really truthful to themselves, be sharp? Any fan in this chat, if you truthful to yourself, can you see anybody punking Kirby like that, talking crazy? Now him and Mario was going back and forth having some fun, but can you see a coach just disrespecting Kirby? Because do you see Notre Dame talking crazy because they happen to beat Georgia? No, bro. No. It just football is a violent sport, man. They say football is a collision sport. You know what I'm saying? No. Football is a game where if you don't go out and take your respect, then nobody gonna respect you, bro. It don't matter about how many championships you won. It don't matter that Coach Saban is here, gone. It don't matter what you've done in the past. Nobody cares no more. You have got to go out, be sharp, and dominate your box. You got to do that. If you don't do that, I'd rather you just shut the hell up and just go play some chess somewhere and roll your feet on a water bottle, do something like that. So until we get back to that level, brother, we're going to take all the darts from the winners because Alabama won so much, right? It's to be expected. Alabama dominated college football for about 13 of the 17 years Coach Saban was there, right? They dominated. We dominated. Even when we didn't, we dominated so much, B-Shaw, to where when we didn't make the playoffs, all they talked about was why Alabama don't make the playoffs. Do you remember when they put TCU in? They had a whole show, and I swear to y'all, 90% of the show is why Alabama ain't in. So even when Alabama didn't make it, we still was the topic of everybody's ire, right? And we dominated, man. We dominated. These people running around here winning one championship, running around talking about roll tide. Alabama won 6 of these things in 13, 14 years, bro. And that's not even counting the times that they went and lost. So, look, man, it's not a fan out there that can take a shot at Alabama and be honest with yourself and not say, I'm taking a shot at y'all because y'all won so damn much. Y'all were so great. It's great to see y'all not winning right now as much as you did. That's why they take shots at Alabama. And I'm perfectly fine with that because by doing that, you're acknowledging that Alabama is still the ish, right? By still talking about roll tide. Bro, you won a national championship. Why are you at the White House talking about roll tide? You giving Alabama the ultimate respect, even if you're trying not to. I can guarantee you if Alabama had won, we wouldn't be in there talking about some go Hoosiers or whatever the hell they're saying is. I don't know what they're saying is. I guarantee you we wouldn't have been saying that. Guarantee you we wouldn't be saying that. So, I take this media day with a grain of salt, bro, because at the end of the day, the players are going to make plays. The coaches are going to make plays for the players to make plays. They're going to put them in position to be successful. And that's what it comes down to, brother.
Yeah. Because I know when Bama come up there, we going to definitely
what day is that?
I'm still looking for where all the days where everybody come up here. But there's one of them that I did want you to comment on with Josh Heupel talking about Josh Heupel talking about Lane Kiffin. And I got
What,
the
what
quote.
did he
And
say about Lane?
I got the quote for you. Don't worry. He said, I certainly hope that our fans haven't cooled off, whether in the grocery store stocked up on mustard or the sports stores that they got reinforcement on the golf on reinforcements on the golf balls. Hopefully Knoxville is ready for his arrival. In other words, they ready for Lane Kiffin to come up there, and then he just want them to just act a
Bro,
fool, throw. I still don't believe. I thought he'd been up there already since he left. So that's kind of crazy. If this is his first time going up to Knoxville since he been back in the SEC.
brother, all I can do is tell you is this, man. You know, God bless me to play this game a long time, coach it. And one thing about this game that's a little different than basketball, getting in somebody's head, and a little different than boxing and MMA. Football, what you say means absolutely nothing. Don't mean nothing. I've had all the Gipper, win one for the Gipper speeches to the point where I'm tearing up in pregame till that boy from Southern come out and put you on your back. All that talking go out the window. Go out the damn window. I promise you do. Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody got a plan.
Too. They punch you in the mouth.
Yes. None of that stuff he's saying. That's for the fan. What Josh Heupel saying is for fans to get them. And I get it. Do your thing. When look, man, people can say what they want to say, bro. Here's the reality. I ain't the biggest Lane Kiffin fan, but I ain't the biggest Lane Kiffin hater either. Lane is a walking America. He is about self-preservation. Reputation be damned, right? I can't talk bad about Lane without talking bad about a lot of people out there that's the exact same way. They just hide their hand when they do it.
Yep.
Lane ain't hiding nothing, right?
That's why I respect.
They mad at him for what he said about Ole Miss. Bro, listen, it's former players who played at Ole Miss that said the exact same thing. I can tell you the show if y'all want to know. They just played at Ole Miss, said the exact same. If the former players are saying it, who am I to argue with them, right? If they're telling you instances that they've been a part of, saw, I'm not going to argue with nothing because I'm not there. These boys played there, right? So if you really look at the truth and the details, was it wrong for what Lane did? Probably so. Has it been other things like that that people have done in college football that didn't get as much ire as that? Yes, I've been a part of it. I've seen coaches do crazy stuff, bro. Lie to one another to help this one. Y'all just don't know, man. College football is I ain't gonna put the R in it. It's not a dirty, it's a dirty game, bro. So all I'm gonna say is this, man. Josh Heupel got a lot more and respect to Josh Heupel, but Josh got a lot more things to worry about at Tennessee than Lane Kiffin. You better try to get you a quarterback that can play ball, or you're gonna be in some trouble, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have one of the best offenses when it's working in college football, but you got to have the right QB for that type of offense. You got to have the right space eaters for that type of offense. You got a lot more to worry about than Lane Kiffin coming up there. Now, what happens if Lane come up there and spank you? What happens then? You know, that target go both ways, bro. It go both ways, right? People can say what they want to say, bro. Again, not the biggest Lane Kiffin fan, not the biggest Lane Kiffin. I'm sort of just in the middle, sort of just don't care, right? Lane is going to have a good football team, bro. You know, I mean, they're going to have a good football team. I mean, I've watched Lane do more with less talent than this. The pressure will be on him like never before. I don't think Lane has faced this type of pressure as a head coach. I don't think he will. LSU's a different beast. Ole Miss, you dropped those games against Florida and all that. People ain't mad. You got 8-9 wins. You may build a statue. At LSU, it's the complete opposite. Complete opposite. So he gonna be facing a lot of pressure. But all I can tell you finally is this, bro. If you gotta face pressure, if you gotta go to Tennessee, if you gotta have all these things, people hate you at Ole Miss, all these things going against him, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that you gotta do is start off now, like we're only in July, is getting talent on the roster. And all I can tell you is he has that. All I can tell you that is a true fact. We don't know how it's going to end. We don't know how it's going to start, right? None of us do. The only thing I can tell you that's a fact is that man has talent like never seen before on that LSU roster. You know what I mean? So what happens, I guess we'll see. But as far as Josh Heupel, respect to Josh Heupel, but brother, you got you got a lot more to worry about than Lane Kiffin over there at Tennessee.
You ain't lying about that, man. Because man, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
That's a whole
And I
fact.
swear, I don't know. I know for a fact, and I'm willing to bet the house on that. That when Lane returns back to Ole Miss, that's definitely a night game. I would be shocked if it's not a night game.
Super shocked. Yeah, that make more money at night.
Yeah, and that LSU versus Tennessee game, I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be a night game, but it depending on what the records are, that can possibly be a night game. And like Mike said, like who's your quarterback? Like exactly. And
yeah, man. Thank you, Mike.
We talking about a true freshman against a redshirt freshman, which it's like I always said, man. I brought this point up last year about freshmen in the SEC. You don't see it. It's a reason why you don't see it. And if you do see it, you get an anomaly like Jalen Hurts. That's the only thing. That's why I said just because you've seen it once, don't mean that's like the norm. That's the same reason why I said about Indiana. But those type of quarterback, that would say it could be between George McIntyre and I forgot Brandon how to pronounce Brandon's last name, the incoming freshman. So we're gonna see how that turns out. So yeah, he got bigger fish to fry. I'm glad. Hey, you give us something to talk about. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to come up with topics and stuff during the summertime. So when you got this type of stuff,
I got a question, B-Shaw.
Please.
So my brother Bevo, now I want to ask a question. Now you know how Coach Shawn be sharp. We just talking football, right? We ain't being personal. We just talk football. That's why we like when people like Lynn and Keith and the football guys come in. Bino, we want to J-Man. We want to talk football. Now you said Lane is overrated. I want you to explain to me quickly in your chat how he's overrated. I'm just asking. We just keeping it football, personal feelings aside, right? Ole Miss, so you think any coach could have just took that Ole Miss squad and did what he did with it, right? You just think anybody could took FAU and won 10 games, first time in 30 years. Like where is, like, explain to me how in your knowledge, maybe you finna school me and I'm willing to be schooled. I love to learn. Explain to me, if you don't mind, Bevo, how is Lane overrated? Just want to know. Just want to know. Just from your perspective. As a coach, not as a person.
I would tell you, a good friend of the show has said this many, many times. I just know they just don't like Lane. But I understand that. They just he said he can name 15 coaches that can win.
Name them.
Please.
Put them in the chat.
Please put them in it. It's easy to say what people can do at other schools, but we talking about going there and doing it at Ole Miss.
Where are they? I want to know who these coaches are that can win at
Ole Miss. What I heard it. You know what this conversation reminds me of? Mm-hmm. When those boys was talking about in all respect, because I pretty much respect all these coaches in the league. But when they said Clark Lee was on the same level as Kirby Smart. Bro. Just because they said he built up Vanderbilt. I about to say, I only seen Pavia, you do something with Pavia there. I seen Kirby Smart do something with multiple quarterbacks in his system. I seen him do it with multiple teams. They said, "Oh, anybody could have." Well, Clark Lee could have went there and won national championships. Clearly they haven't won in 40 years until he got there or whatnot. But this is what I'm saying. Clark Lee got his chance to go over there and do something at Vanderbilt outside of Diego Pavia. I know what Kirby gonna do. So just to discredit Lane and say other coaches can do this when we have plenty of evidence, and hopefully, I ain't gonna say hopefully because he definitely said he can't wait to be on the show, and I can't wait to ask him this question. One of a former player that was great at Ole Miss and great in the conference. I'm gonna ask him, do you think any other 15 coaches could have led this Ole Miss squad to the playoffs? Matter of fact, can you name 15 coaches that would have got Trinidad champion? Let's just keep it real, man. Like I hate nonsense, man. Because if that was the case, if people knew who Trinidad Chambliss was, you think he would just be sitting where he was? They would have been got him.
Kirby would have went and got him. DeBoer would have went and got him. Sark would have went and got him. No, bro. He put Kirby. I don't know if Kirby can win in Ole Miss. Kirby, I don't know about that. Sig, okay, he won in Indiana. I'll give him some love on that. Ryan Day, no, absolutely not. Ryan Day is a developer. Ryan Day is a front-running coach, meaning I'm going to give you a Ferrari, just don't mess it up. I ain't seen him build nothing. What are you talking about? Sark, bruh. No, I like you, man. Your team has every talent in the world, and y'all have done absolutely nothing. Lanning, what the hell is he doing at Oregon with all that talent? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got just as far as Ole Miss did. Freeman at Notre Dame. I don't know. Marcus ain't gonna win at Ole Miss for more reasons than one. You know what I'm saying? No.
That win even got
Winningham, bruh. Bevo, I thought you knew football, Bevo. You finna make me start questioning you. Watch what happened to him at Michigan. You talking about winning at Ole Miss, bro. 15 coaches good. You bugging, Bevo. I
love what he did at Utah, man. I'm not saying that no coach. We saying all this stuff. Would you say the same thing about Kurt Sednetti a year ago? Would you say this about Kurt Sednetti a year ago? Building this same type of roster in Mississippi, like, come on, bro. We need to be honest with ourselves. That's why I was like, man, we see an anomaly, and we just go off and just think that is fact.
Facts, bro. He said Sark did more than Lane, bro. Y'all's NIL damn near triple Ole Miss's, bro. I would argue that your coach has done less with more.
Exactly.
Stop it, bro. Like, what you talking about? You got to make sense, man. The truth is in the detail. We're talking about Ole Miss, bro. 8-4 Ole Miss is great. Look what Lane did with that team, bro. Look what Lane did with that team. Look what he did at FAU. Look what he did at Alabama when he was offensive coordinator. Everything this dude touch wins, bro. So we gotta be honest, fam. It don't mean we like him. It don't mean we're gonna be cheering for him, but we got to be honest, bro. Like, we got to be honest. You talking about Sark did more than like, bro? You at Texas? You at Texas, bro? Do you see what I'm saying? Come on, fam.
Yeah, we got to stop this, man.
Yeah, bro. We got
that a million. This is the 1,975,000 whatever number. It's the reason why I made a sports show on YouTube, because of nonsense like that. And I respect you, Bevo, but I think that's nonsense that's coming out your mouth. I really do. Okay, he made his first playoffs. He's at Ole Miss, brother. Ole Miss. You missed the playoffs at Texas.
And built that team at Ole Miss to be a threat to anybody they play.
Like, what are we talking about, bro?
What are you talking about? Bro,
like, the man literally, okay, he made his first one. Guess what? Where were y'all? Y'all almost lost to Arizona State in the playoffs. You got creamed by the eventual national championship champions, and you haven't been back since. Like, come on, bro.
And you to my Kurt, go compare Kurt Signetti's schedule to what Ole Miss play every single year.
Not even.
Come on, man. Like, I thought you knew football, bro. You started to disappoint me, man. Give Ole Miss Kurt Cignetti's schedule this year without Lane, with the team Lane built. Watch what they do. Come on, Bevo, bro. Like, they put 2 ranked teams all season while Ole Miss going to Georgia, playing Georgia, playing. Come on, man. Come on, fam.
Said they lost by 7. Who lost by 7?
Who? They lost to them by 7. To lost to who?
Yeah, tell me who you talking about, because I can tell you right now. Ever since Lane been there, I can tell you this honestly. Because I literally had to get on Tez and them about this, because they used to hype up Hugh Freeze so much. Oh, I'm like, bro, he hasn't done anything. His claim to fame is beating Bama 2 years in a row. Outside of that, you can't tell me nothing else. They told me something about Liberty, and then they didn't want to listen until it was too late because they were so headstrong about Auburn. Whether they like it or not, the video is still out there. You can go back and watch it. This is nothing, even if they ain't here, they know I said this to them many, many times. But he said Texas lost to Ohio State by 7. It doesn't matter. You lost.
What does that mean? Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You lost.
Yeah. What is transitive property?
Guess what? We lost to Indiana by however many points, by 40, I believe. I don't even know how many points. It was an ass whooping. But guess what? It only counts as one thing. One loss. It doesn't matter. You lost. You didn't win the game. You didn't go on to the national championship. You blew it. You got on your knees and you blew the game. I don't care what you're talking about, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Like, man, dude, you have look at your roster. You have Arch Manning on, man, I'm telling you right now, Bevo. And I am high on Texas this year. Very, very high. I am extremely high on Texas this year because y'all got that man on one other side and you got Ryan Wingo on the other. You got the running backs. You got the defensive guys. You got everything known to man. It's really no excuse for Sark this year. It's really nothing that he can possibly say. If they do not make the playoff, I'll fire him. If he doesn't make the playoffs, I will fire him personally. And I love him. But I will have to fire him because of all that you have, all that money we spend. What are we spending it on?
10 wins.
And I love the man.
I love the man too. Facts.
But
me too.
You cannot just say, okay, it's worthy this year.
It's worthy this year. It's worthy this year.
You literally said, hold on, you said it wasn't worthy last year, but all last year you were saying y'all was worthy to be in the playoffs. Y'all said y'all was going to win the national championship all year. Now all of a sudden they not worthy. Come on, man. Come on now.
Come on,
stop this nonsense,
man.
Stop
this nonsense. And look, I'm gonna tell you this. I rate a coach not by championships initially. Hear me out. Initially, I rate a coach by development. I want to know, can your team compete with anybody? Lane Kiffin constructed that Ole Miss team from a sorry team that was getting scheduled on homecoming by everybody. It was terrible. To that was deep in the trenches, both sides of the ball, skill position out the wazoo, play calling out that team could compete with anybody on any Saturday, bro. To not give that man the credit of that is just hating. You know what I mean? I don't have to like the dude or cheer for him to tell the truth about his coaching skills, man. The dude built Ole Miss into an absolute threat. I didn't want to play him. Texas show didn't want to play him. Okay, what you say? You didn't want to play him, right? And Georgia wished they hadn't played him, right? You can say what you want to say. Look at his NFL drafts. When do you know Ole Miss to have people getting drafted like that? Like, come on, fam. We don't have to be fans of the man, but we got to be honest about his coaching ability. The guy can coach. Call it what you want.
The thing that I can't stand, bro, and we have literally, that's the one thing that I love about the show the most, is that we call out the bullshit that most people be saying. Like, bro, you know how much I don't like certain people, but you got to give them credit where credit is due, man. And a lot of people just put their feelings in the way because of the team that they associated with. Yeah. You're putting your feelings in the way because you are associated with Texas. Bevo, I can literally go back and show you the footage that you said. Now you saying they're playoff worthy. All last year, bro, you said y'all was national champions.
Yeah.
Y'all were going to win the national championship. You said that. You can literally go back. Anybody can go look back at any video from the past last year. Anyone that you was in, You can try to delete it. It's going to still be there because it's on record that you put it there. So, man, I don't care what you're talking about, bro. You said these things. I at least stand on what you saying. Don't try to backpedal now. Only thing I'm saying, bro, just give a man credit where credit is due. You don't have to like somebody, but the truth is the truth. I didn't like what Kurt said and Eddie said about Bama, but the truth was the truth.
It hurts, but
it hurts. But damn it, you just what you gonna do about it? Only thing I didn't come on here and say that wasn't true. I was like, man, all right, I'm ready. We ready to whoop his ass now. Knowing deep down in my heart, after everything that I seen all year, like I wasn't being honest.
Bevo. No, my bad, Big Go.
No,
I was gonna tell him, you to my Kansas. I challenge you to go look at Kansas record. I mean, go look at Ole Miss record before Lane Kiffin got there, and then compare it to Kansas record. It's gonna shock you. I got to pull it up right here. It's gonna shock you, bro. You just be talking. I love you, but you just be talking. You just be talking. I like you though, bro. What's up, JJ?
Man, what's up, JJ? Man, I was like, man, we just gotta stop this, man. Man, I'm about to move on because that is pure nonsense, man. I don't even know. And like not Lane. How about to keep saying Lane? Lynn, I'm glad you in here because maybe you can further explain this because our good old commissioner, man, threatened that it's a possibility that we can leave the NCAA behind, which I think is real. I don't know too much about it. So if anybody like really know how that's a possibility, but I know from everything that I try to read up on real quick, because it's been a busy day. It felt like a Monday. I wish we had the show on a Tuesday. That would have been perfect. I can actually try to comprehend. But they basically saying how the Brandon Sorsby situation was handled. Like they can't even force their own rules on like the players and stuff. Like they really didn't like that whatsoever. But they've been trying to break away from the NCAA anyway. But I think when they seen that, it was like you can't even force your own rules on one of the most heinous crimes in the sport, like betting on games or whatnot. Not saying any crime is big. Like we know some crimes are way bigger than this. Not saying that, but y'all know what I'm talking about when I say it's like one of the most heinous crimes in the sport. But I don't know how that's going to work or anything. So that's why I want Lynn to like somewhat. I wish somebody had more knowledge on this because I really don't know how they're going to do that and break away from the NCAA.
If for me, bro, I'm about like you, B-Sharp. I don't know much about that. Lynn could probably school us on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna take the other side of it, man. I'm gonna take the other side of the argument. I number one love Greg Sankey, love him, but I think he put his foot in his mouth on this one, man. And I'm not talking on like today, or I mean just on all of this playoffs. You agreed to us playing this 9-game schedule. You did that. We was perfectly fine with what, 8 games? I think it was
8 games.
You let them sucker you into giving all of us another SEC game. Greg Sankey is awesome, right? But here lately they've been, and the reason why they do that is because they've been ganging up on him. Look at the committee. It's been pro Big Ten, for the last couple of years. It's no secret, right? It's no secret, and I don't want to take nothing from them from winning, but the truth is in the details, man. The truth is in the details. These teams play weak schedules, right? They keep them in the top 5 or 10. So if they lose, they don't never drop far. So I mean, they can get back up in there, right? They're not going to have no competitive games down the stretch, maybe one. So they're going to always be hovering between 1 and 12, always, right? So, bro, it's strictly addition by subtraction. You know what I mean? So I agree. The SEC is probably powerful enough to do what they want to do, right? But I don't know how smart that is right now with Notre Dame lingering, because I don't know if people been paying attention, but since the Big Ten been winning, man, the money, both of our monies was right here. Well, it's starting to look like this now. You know what I'm saying? if they get Notre Dame, you already got USC in California. The way college football look at this, they don't look at it as what school is more powerful. College, they looking at it as controlling a part of the country. That's how they look at it. They look at it as households and seats and fans and eyeballs. That's how they look at it. Damn the fact that USC suck, I mean, they not suck, but they okay. Damn that. They want the state of California focus on the Big Ten, college football. Mm-hmm. That's how they look at it, markets, And yes, we have Texas. Yes, we got all the Southeast. But if you do that and break away, you would have to expand. I think you need to go get some other schools. I think you would have to go get another footprint. You know what I mean? We have Florida already. We have South Carolina already. So I don't know if Clemson will do it, if Florida State will do it. Florida State regionally makes sense, right? But to me, it's about, look what the Big Ten is doing. They're acquiring states for eyeballs, man. They're not concerned about popularity. They just want the households, market share. That's what they want. And the only way the SEC can compete with that, if we broke away from that, is you would have to go get some schools. I would say somebody like, I know Texas in Austin. TCU is in, where's TCU at? Ain't that another part of Texas? We got Texas in them. You need the whole state of Texas. Yeah, you need the whole state of Texas. You need, I would even go as far up as somewhere in the Midwest. Some of them Ohio, I know you can't get Ohio State. I'm not sure what school would be big enough to appeal to the SEC in that region. I would try to, Michigan State. Those are Big Ten schools.
Or you just go to, or you just talking about like school wise, or just
market, like Virginia. Yeah, if you get that Virginia, DC, Maryland area, you know what I mean? They look at it as that, man, eyeball. Because think about it. What the hell? Some of them schools ain't bringing the Big Ten no love. Like, they want eyeballs. They want markets. Let's us control this. So if you did that down south, you would definitely have to, I think, expand and expand your footprint, not just keep it so regional.
Yeah, because I was about to go against your point. Vols put up here, he said Virginia, North Carolina. Yeah, Carolina would be a good one.
Facts.
Yeah, because I was gonna stay in Florida and say like Miami, but you were just talking about like region wide, like attacking all those markets.
Yeah, we really control Florida for real already.
Mm-hmm. Lynn said the SEC and the Big Ten would like to break away only because they can control their rules, and then they can control the narrative on how NIL will work. It would take 2 leagues to leave to make it work.
Do you think
that makes a lot of sense?
But do you think the Big Ten, with all their success right now, would actually leave the NCAA?
They've been talking about it, but that's a good point too. That's a great point.
Right now, they got all the eggs in the basket. All the eggs, man. I mean, them motherfuckers. Excuse me. Them people won in basketball. They win in basketball. Girls, didn't they girls win too? UCLA. UCLA. Yeah, UCLA.
Yeah.
The girls basketball won. The boys basketball won. The damn NCAA football team won.
Yeah.
It's they putting belt to ass right now, bro. They really are. And I don't know, man. I think I'm with Lynn. I think that's what it will take. You know what I mean? Because the NCAA still, they have power, they just don't use it. You know what I'm saying? They have power, they just don't use it. I just think Sankey made a mistake when he went to this, when he allowed them to coax him into going to this 9-game schedule. I think that's going to hurt the SEC for future. I just really do.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think, man, he just crippled them. That's the only thing he did. Because I was like, what was the point? I was saying that then. I was like, what is the point of going to a 9-game schedule? When we've seen that other teams can just go to the playoffs, like Indiana last year with their schedule, Indiana the year before with their schedule. Only team that they played, like going to the playoffs the year before they won the national championship, was Ohio State. and then they ran into Notre Dame, who eventually went to the national championship. The two teams that they lost to end up playing each other in the national championship, which is crazy. So, but that was the only two teams that they played for the most part. You're not really playing nobody, man. That's why I was like, it's to let them sucker you into this whole 9-game thing. To see, you should have seen how everything was going with them. Like, oh, they not playing nobody. Oh man, let's get rid of some of these non-conference games, like the Alabama-Ohio State game. What is the point of playing that game?
Yeah, man.
Like, it's good. Now, if you were saying like, okay, this is like no later than probably 2022 at the latest. I don't know. Oh, we playing this game and it's a 4-game playoff. That's why I said I only get pissed off by this because we should have just left it at the 14 playoff.
Yep. I tell you this.
Left it alone. It was a great model right there.
Great model.
Get the 4 best teams, and then we'll just see what happens. But no, people just keep getting greedy. We're gonna keep watering down. Now we got the 12 team. Soon it's gonna be 16, I believe, and then it's gonna be a 24 team playoff. Hell, they may even try to make a whole NCAA tournament out of it, which is the wrong thing to do in this sport because it's not the same sport.
Facts. And think about this. If Alabama and Ohio State play, Alabama would lose. They're gonna hold it over to Alabama's head. No matter what Alabama do for the rest of the season, that loss, they're gonna make sure that they know that. If Alabama beat Ohio State don't really face that much more competition. So they're going to rebound regardless. They know that. We have way more to lose than they do, right? Based off who we play after that and who they play after that. So it could only help them, not us, So I think that was a horrible, horrible move, bro. And right now, what the Big Ten is doing is what Walmart done years ago. I don't know if some of you are out there old enough to remember Walmart before Super Walmart. Walmart was just a regular store, like Kmart. It was just a regular little store. Like, it wasn't, you couldn't go there and get hose pipes, t-shirts, shoes, fruit. It was just a regular department store, right? Where when Walmart started building these super Walmarts, they cornered the market. They started putting Food World out of business, Food Land out of business. They putting these little smaller chains out of business, right? Because now it's a one-stop shop. You can go to Walmart, get your haircut, go to the bank, get your oil change, get your pair of shoes, some grapes, whatever you want to do. You can go to Walmart and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they put everybody out of business. That's what the big, hey, Trappanil, you know how it was. The regular Walmart. Now you can go to Walmart. Now they putting everybody else out of business. So that's what the Big Ten is trying to do. They want California not to be competitive. They want California so the SEC can't get it. Now we got all them eyeballs, right? So it's a market share war, bro. That's why Texas and Oklahoma, and see, he knew this. That's why Texas and Oklahoma was asked to join this conference 4 or 5 years ago. He knew this was coming, right? And I'm gonna tell you the big fish, regardless if people want to admit it, is one big fish, and this fish could tip the scales greatly, tremendously, and they know it. And that's them damn Irish.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very, let me show you how much of a big fish this is. And Lynn, you out there, you know more about. I looked up do you realize this school's endowment damn near triple Alabama's? Do you realize they alumni damn near quadruple Alabama's? You know what I'm saying? Notre Dame is everywhere. It ain't, they're not even in the South, maybe not in Alabama, but you go over to Georgia, it's a lot of Notre Dame people around here. So they bring eyeballs. They bring a hellified fan base, and I've been to one of their games. They tailgate different. They have whole bars at their tailgate outside. It's just different. They don't be hyped like we be hyped. But the adult beverages is something totally different up there. Like they got something way different. But that's the big fish in this. That's the girl that everybody trying to court, because if regionally it makes sense for the Big Ten, Indiana. But monetarily, does it make sense, right? Notre Dame come to the SEC, they won't be no redhead stepchild. They'll be one of the good sons. You know what I'm saying? And you almost have to let them be, because they're gonna bring that money. They're gonna bring that money, man. So it's about money. Don't ever forget, USC people is in the Big Ten now. I use this all the time. The moment you say it ain't about money, I'm going to remind you that the flagship university in California is now 2,000 miles that way in that conference, all because of this. They wasn't going to make it in that conference, so they went over there so they could get a little piece of it, a big piece of it, actually. So that's the courtship that everybody's courting, that Golden Dome, just to be completely honest.
I hear everything you saying about them, because you're not lying about anything. The only thing that I will speak against, man, is that I just don't see Notre Dame leaving. Where they at,
man? I don't either.
Because you remember when we was talking about when national championship game was coming up, and if they won that money, which we found out during that week. Maybe y'all knew before me, but we found out during the national championship game is that if Notre Dame win, they get $20 million and they don't have to split it with nobody. That's great, bro. But if Ohio State, which they did win, they had to split it with the whole conference. That's crazy, man. Why would they lead it? The NBC contract, bro, they playing on this thing every single Saturday.
Yep.
As long as I've been alive, and I was born in 91. I don't know how long it's been happening, but as long as I've been
alive, going on, bro. Keith Jackson,
back in the day. Notre Dame on NBC as long as I've been alive. I don't see them like, well, we can join this conference. They'll do it in basketball, but it's too profitable in football. They know that brand.
They got that long bread, bro. Long bread.
Different.
Yeah.
Deep pockets, old money.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new about it. Nothing but that old money.
And I can't stand them. I can't stand them.
I can't stand them either.
You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I like about Notre Dame right now is Marcus Freeman. That's the only thing.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, do you realize the panic of the Big Ten if Notre Dame went and joined the SEC? Man, if it ever come a time where they have to join a conference, I just don't want them in the Big Ten, bro. That'll just be bad for all of us, right? But can you imagine? Now the academic stuff is different. I will admit, Notre Dame, you got to have a outrageous SAT, and that used to hurt them for years. I think they have since lowered it,
Since I think, don't quote me. I think they have lowered it.
Right. September. The only thing it hold up right now is the league will lose the conference championship games. SEC says the SEC championship game is worth $90 million. I believe it. Lynn, I want to know your thoughts on what's up, Crimson Dad. What's up, baby? Yeah, I support my LA family out there, man. I want to know Lynn's thoughts on Notre Dame, Lynn. Being that you be in the meeting rooms with these people when they talking these dollars. What's your thoughts on Notre Dame and them staying independent, or potentially maybe one day having to be forced to join a conference? You know what I'm saying? Certain things benefit them to join the SEC, and certain regional things benefit them to join the Big Ten, right? The ACC, they would love to go there and run that conference, but I think the ACC is on borrowed time, bro. I really do.
Because Florida State trying to get out of there, man. Like the ACC commissioner, like I think they have a whole lawsuit, man. This thing been going on. I think probably since like the undefeated season. Well, until they played Georgia in the Orange Bowl. I think right after that, during the summertime, like they was trying to break away because they seen how everything's being played out. If I'm not mistaken, I remember that vividly because I was like, ooh, because now it's like open up. Like you got the Florida States, you got the Miamis down there, Clemson. That's why I say I don't believe the ACC really just on borrowed times right now,
bro.
Like you said. So it's only a matter of time before like it's all said and done for like the ACC, unless they can just do some dramatic. Like it's a good thing that Miami is coming along. Clemson still doing their thing. Georgia Tech still out there. Florida State ain't helping their case. He said, yeah, they trying to get out of that. They trying to get out of that now.
Yeah.
Now I said, I remember that vividly, bro. I promise you, they are trying to get up out that deal. Before then, they trying to join somewhere, but I don't know where they may go. Maybe we'll take them. It only makes sense because they're right there. But then now they in the SEC. Now they competing with Florida down in that region for like SEC players. But it's gonna be interesting, man. I really don't know how all this is gonna pan out.
I think that's true right there. I think that's true, man. He say Notre Dame would join the Super Conference if the Big Ten and the SEC lead the NCAA. See, that might be what they waiting on. If the Big Ten and the SEC leave the NCAA, until then, they will never go anywhere. Notre Dame will be forced to follow if we leave the NCAA. Facts. They'll be forced to follow, and that's what B Sharp just said. Until then, them jokers probably ain't going nowhere, man.
Why would they? If everything is on their side, bro, why would I want to leave something good? Yeah. Like I got everything going for me, and now whatever. Well, hindsight is 2020 now. Like Brian Kelly wasn't getting these type of recruits that Marcus Freeman is getting.
That's a whole fact, man. He's coming down south and getting them.
Going to get them.
Yep.
Going to get them. That's why I say, if you think, man, what that man doing up there, man, he doing something special. That's why
they changing the rules to help Notre Dame. The college football playoffs are changing the rules to help them. So,
and then especially like you said, lowering their academic standards where a little bit so you can get more type of player. Now these guys I need up here, man. Hey, I'm locking you in Thursday, Jay. I'm locking you in Thursday because I need to know a lot of stuff from you, brother. Good. Shout out to them boys at Unfair Sports. Good brothers, good friends of the show. Definitely go over there and subscribe to them. Facts. But I need y'all both over here on Thursday. If y'all had the time. If you have the time. Because all the stuff that we talking about now, I know you brothers have a lot of knowledge on, and I would love to know this. But
look at Trojan Sports. I mean, look at Trojan Fight when he said he heard.
What's that?
Yeah, that one. I also heard that some of these schools now that the MOU, what's the MOU? That the MOU for Notre Dame is public or against it. Elaborate, Trojan Fight, if you can.
Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, he said, there we go. Get at it. Thursday, 6 o'clock. You know I'm about to hit you up after this show, man. So it's going to be a big one, man. There's a lot of this stuff that we're talking about right now. I know you brothers have supreme knowledge on. Yeah, but I don't know what MOU means. And I know
elaborate if you can, Trojan Fight.
I'm trying
to look at Lens too. That's a fact, man. See, that's so dangerous. That's so dangerous, bro. Think about this committee already told Notre Dame you're in the college football playoffs without playing a game if they finish in the top 15. That's what I'm talking about right there. That stuff right there. That just tell you, man, college football is just, bro. So they ain't worried about nothing. Notre Dame ain't worried about nothing, bro.
They just
I hope they lose every game. I hope they lose every game.
Man, good luck with that.
Man, bro.
Because it was I'm gonna pull it up too. Well, I don't have I didn't save it. So what I'm gonna have to end up doing is reading off the games to you guys.
Check Trojan Fight if you can, be sharp.
My fault.
He elaborate on it. Memorandum of understanding. Okay, memorandum of understanding. Okay, the agreement that they get in the playoffs automatic. Yeah, that's what Lynn was just talking about. And see, the man Trojan Fight, that's so unfair, bro. Like, come on, man. Why we playing an extra SEC game? Come on, bro. Like,
that's why I was like, man, they really got Commissioner Sankey with that one, bro.
They got him on that, bro.
Oh man,
they got him.
And Jay put it up there too, man. Shout out to you. I told you, man, y'all be understanding these acronyms, some of these acronyms.
Man.
But yeah, man.
Tell him I was high on Oklahoma. I was high on Oklahoma today, man. High on Oklahoma. Love them.
Oh yeah. And this is on Saturday, November 7th. We're gonna have a great day. for the post game show. Either way, but we got Oregon versus Ohio State.
November 7th.
November 7th. Oh, it's more than just that game. BYU, Utah, Miami, Notre Dame.
Wow.
Georgia, Ole Miss, Alabama, LSU.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, man. That's
locked in the house all day. Don't bother me.
I got a question for y'all before you move forward, B Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it in the chat. I want to know. I'm just trying to pick everybody's brain early. Who wins the SEC this year? Put your team in the chat.
Yeah, see, this is the perfect time when it's SEC time, when they had their SEC. Because I think during SEC Media Day, if I'm corrected, that they have, like at the end of it or sometime during, they had they all SEC teams and preseason team, coach of the year, and all that stuff going on, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I could be wrong.
See, that's why I rock with Lynn. Lynn is the biggest Bama fan ever, but he a football guy, bro. He ain't gonna lie about it, man.
Ball say Texas, Toya say us, Jason say us.
Ball say Texas. Ooh, that's tight. That's tough. That's tough. I feel it though.
I'm telling you, man, it's really no excuse.
It ain't no excuse, bro. It better not be.
That's why I say. That's why Bevo, I'm holding you accountable each week, and I am high on Texas. I'm extremely high on Texas because I know how good they can be, especially with that man calling those plays. If he can just somehow call these plays better down at the red zone, I think that's one of his kryptonites. When he get down there, he just get all shaken. Like sometimes just simply is run the ball.
Run the ball, man.
That's sometimes you just don't need to see all the razzle dazzle and all that. Some things I'm just trying to get into the end zone. I ain't trying to help nobody win no Heisman. I ain't trying to do that. I just want to get in the end zone so we can win and move on to the very next week.
Pardon me.
He said
Texas killing me.
Said, no, man, you straight. Texas versus Alabama in the SEC championship game. I don't think
look. I'm the biggest. I love Bama. This year, I don't see it, bro. Because
I have too many question marks. Just like you.
We listen. I say again, if you have a veteran offensive line and a young quarterback, you're gonna lose some games. If you have a veteran quarterback and a young offensive line, you're gonna lose some games. We got both. Young O-line, young QB.
Matter of fact, you can probably get away with a terrible O-line and a great QB, Bryce Young. Bryce Young really saved us in so many games.
He was a different QB.
That's why I said great. I didn't say good. I said great.
Yeah. Average QB in there, we made a loss 2 or 3 of them games.
Man, I can name that Florida game that we went down there to the swamp. We probably would have lost that game.
Yeah.
What other game I can think of? That Texas A&M game, we could have really lost that game.
Sure. Damn near did.
Damn near did on the last play. That's why I said got away. That's why I said, man, it takes a lot of luck to win these national championships. You always gonna have that one game that just scares you. Like, only thing you're trying to do, it ain't about style points and everything. You're just trying to win and get the hell up out of there.
That's a whole fact. I think next year is gonna be our year. I think next year. Me personally, though, I'm with Lynn, bro. I'm with Lynn. Rick Flair used to say, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And I ain't seen no SEC teams beat Georgia consistently, but us. I'm going with UGA, bro. Until further notice, bro. They gonna win the SEC, bro.
And that's the thing, man. You don't want to keep seeing Kirby over and over. Like it'd be one thing, defensive coach going against defensive coach.
Yeah,
but we going against we got an offensive coach, they got a defensive mind, and this man adjustment skills is at a level I ain't never seen before. The man runs his own, they used to call that Nick Saban defense, which I still don't understand to this day how they call that Nick Saban defense when it's clearly Kirby's all day long. But man, oh man, that was like,
Kirby
hey,
do Kirby run his defense like Jeremy Pruitt used to run ours. You can ask Lynn that. Saban didn't really cook up blitzes like that. You know what I mean? Jeremy Pruitt was aggressive. He coming after you. Kirby's defense is aggressive. They coming to get you, bro. They're not just gonna let you sit back there. Saban will rush his front forward. That's it. Kirby finna disguise them shits and come get you. Because we had a Will Anderson that could win his one-on-ones. We ain't had to disguise no cooked up blitzes and none of that stuff. Kirby gonna disguise and come get you. He gonna send people through the gaps and try to come get you, man. He's not gonna let you allow you to sit back there. Their scheme is similar, but they do totally different things, man, in their schemes. So I never understood that either.
And then just talk about, he said Florida and Texas. JJ, I do not see Florida at all. Shout out to my young bulls down there.
New
I
coach.
do not see, not Florida right now.
New QB. New staff.
That's why I say it's too much, but I can tell you right now, Summerall is coming. I think, and I know we're going to talk about it on Thursday because I'm not going to have another show until Thursday. But when Summerall, I got to find out. Can somebody please, I'm begging anybody to just, if y'all got the schedule, I'm going to send y'all an email and just send me, or y'all can just put it in the chat. Tell me who's coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding the coaches coming up here. I never had this problem.
John Summerall is at 10:30 on Wednesday.
Who all Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday?
Let's see. Let's just go SEC Media Day coaching lineup.
Because I'm telling you, man.
Monday was today, of course. Tomorrow, Kirby Smart at Georgia's first. Alex Golish is next. Shane Beamer and Clark Lee. That's going to be pretty good.
Oh, that's probably one of the best days.
Wednesday, Kalen DeBoer is first. John Summerall, Mike Elko, and Pete Golding. Okay. And final day, Thursday, is Jeff Lebby, Lane Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian, and Ryan Silver.
Hey, man. Hey, I like how all those lined up right there, man.
I just sent it to you too, B.
Yeah, please, man. Oh, hey, man. I'm be sitting back watching, man.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Was it a thing today? That's why I said, man, I wanted to do this on Monday anyway because I wanted to talk a little bit about media day because I knew we weren't gonna be on here long. But what's his name? Brent Venables went up there and Eli Drinkwitz. Yeah, they just said they want to get right to the question because usually you will see the coaches have they spiel and all that, like how Greg Sankey do before the media ask him questions. And they just went straight to the questions. So I know Kirby gonna have his say and all that stuff. So it's gonna be interesting, man. That's why I said it ain't nothing like SEC Media Day. That's why I said I know it's just talking season, but hey, they give us something to talk about for real.
And it's a reason why our media day have the most fan credentials. Media credentials. The SEC Media Day is the biggest one, and it's not even close. Like it's real different than all the rest of them.
Yeah,
that's a whole fact.
Now I said the Big Ten definitely up top right now in championships, winning 3 in a row. Yeah, but it's really no comparison, especially if you're comparing like last year when I think they was in Vegas, and you just see how empty they in this big old ballroom in Vegas. If I'm not mistaken, if that was last year, but ours. It's like the Super Bowl of media. It's like right next to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's totally
when it comes to media wise, like on media day.
Like ain't nobody picking Lane Kiffin. Ain't nobody picking Kiffin in LSU.
I think, man, it being their first season, man. Like Lane gonna get there, and the guy that I really believe that's gonna get them there is the guy that's sitting on the bench right now. And he's just getting another year of experience. And that guy, Houston Longstreet.
Oh,
that's former 5-star.
Yeah.
And I'm about to say,
forgot about him, man.
No, I said, if Sam Levitt can't do nothing, I'm worried about the one that's right behind him that I feel like can do a whole lot more than he can. And he can run the ball. So And then the talent that they bringing in with you seeing in the recruiting. That's why I said you ain't watching recruiting as much as I am. Then you still have the transfer portal bringing guys in.
Yeah.
It can get real crazy down there in Louisiana for him. Now, why if he spent enough time down there, I put it like this: if Lane is down there for 10 years, I can see him definitely, without a doubt. If you tell me to bet the house on it, he's getting one. He's at least getting one. I even go 5 years. If everything playing out the way it is, he can get one.
LSU has 4 receivers that's done caught over 40 passes, bro. Jackson Harris, Winston Watkins, he caught 26. Trey Brown, Eugene Wilson. All these boys were starters, bro.
Eugene Wilson is going to be the number one.
And they don't even got him. They didn't even got him as the XZ or slot.
Man,
and they got Jace Brown, Malik Easley. All them boys were starters, brother. Y'all understand that? So it's
got Watkins over there. I seen him like, hey man, it's gonna get crazy down there. That's why I said it's gonna be interesting SEC media day. That's why I said now I'm so glad that Jay popped in here when he did, because I'm gonna be like, bro, I need you for a whole hour and 30. Cause we gonna talk some football, boy. And I need Coop too. Because Coop, the only one I think hasn't been on the show. Jay been on the show many times. Shout out to Jay. Like I said over there, Unfair Sports. I don't even know if Jay down there for media days, because last year was his first time going to media day, and he had a ball.
Who your dark horse? I say that because of what you're talking about. Oklahoma's my dark horse.
Dark horse? That's an awesome pickup.
Oklahoma, man. Ain't nobody talking about OU. Bevo be on their head, boy. He be giving them
that
hard
defense,
times, boy.
I put it like this: they have a great chance of beating Texas. I know that for a fact.
Man, Oklahoma coming.
They got a scary game going into Michigan. I know that's gonna be scary. I don't know how Underwood is.
I think they look. Coach Shawn, call it now. Oklahoma finna dump truck Michigan. When I say dump truck, I mean by.
And then they have Kyle Whittingham, so it's a different team up there. So we're gonna see how all that goes.
I think OU finna ride, bro. I do.
I may have to go with OU as a dark horse right now, yeah. Because they really set up. That's why I say if John Mateer got any better at passing the football, like actually playing like an actual quarterback instead of all that jump pass, like you can do that every so often.
Yeah.
But actually passing the football healthy, like we said before, man, if he stayed healthy like he stayed healthy at the beginning of the year, it's possibly he could have won the Heisman last year. And based on how he was playing.
And they wouldn't have only what they lose 3 games like we did.
Yeah, they lost. Then, matter of fact, and I'm so glad Brent Venable brought up to this point. He was like, ESPN said they were gonna lose. We remember we were talking about that stretch against Tennessee Vols, us, and it was somebody else, and they had a 4% chance of winning. I said if they beat, I said they'll probably split. But if they beat both of them teams, they in. It ain't even no question. They in. Yeah. And that's what happened. They end up getting in. But I think they only teams that they lost to, who did they lose to? They lost to Texas. They lost 3 when they played us second time. But they lost to Texas and they lost to somebody else. Ole Miss. I think it was Ole Miss.
Texas and Ole Miss. And they got 80% of their defense back. And their QB back. Woo. That offensive line started 3 freshmen last year. 3. So
which I forgot they cornerback. I think his name Gentry that was playing cornerback. That like that 6'4" corner out there. He had him playing as a freshman. Now he's a sophomore. He got them reps in. Man.
All them receivers that were hurt, they ain't hurt no more. So
it's gonna be different, man. But I'm gonna ask this final question. Since you asking like dark horses and who gonna play in the thing, then you ask who's gonna win the SEC?
Yeah.
Okay. And
who did you pick?
Oh, I still got Georgia
Yeah,
until
me too.
somebody beat them.
Me too, man.
Yeah, the same thing. Like we go ahead. I see. Yeah, he said. I think. Oh, he transferred it. Oh, yeah, he did because that's who Kirby was talking about. I'm not Kirby. Brent Venables was
Brent
talking
Venables.
about.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yep, thank you, Vols. Thank you for correcting me on that."
Facts, Vols.
What he got, and he praised him. Go back and listen to the video when he was talking about Gentry. He was praising him. He said, whatever Georgia use him for, they're gonna get a lot out of him.
Yeah,
a whole lot out of him. So the
it's
rich
gonna
get
be a
rich.
crazy year, B Sharp, man. It's a lot of teams that man. It's just, to me, this year is up in the air more than the past. You know, people are down on Georgia for whatever reason. I don't know.
They were down on them last year, and I wasn't. We wouldn't.
We wasn't at all,
Not even
bro.
a little bit. Like, okay, Kirby Smart still over there. Oh, I'm not down on him.
You know,
no,
and
them boys were just young last year. They were just young.
They sure was,
and
bro.
they did this. Imagine what they gonna do with that year under their belt. And we're gonna keep saying this name. And I pray to God that this man say his name tomorrow. Elijah Griffin. By years in, you're gonna know who that man is.
Yeah, that boy.
And I hope he don't have that coming out party against us.
He different, man. That kid.
Don't believe him, go look at his high school tape.
Yeah, he people don't understand that Georgia had like 2 or 3 defensive linemen rotating in. That was freshmen last year. You know, Griffin, I forgot that number 50. I forgot the tall kid. I forgot his name. They had like 3 of them that was just youngsters, bro. Youngsters. And they all had better seasons than Yanze. And they didn't even start. They didn't even start, bro. You know what I'm saying? So people, I don't. Georgia right now is going through the same thing that Alabama go through. People start comparing you to yourself. You know, Alabama suck. Do they suck? They won 10 games. Do they suck? Or do they suck compared to the Bama that we remember? You know what I mean? So I don't think Georgia's down at all. I just think they're going through the same thing we all going through. You know, they losing players. And all Kirby did. Let me say this slow. All Kirby did is win the SEC again. So call it what you want, bro. Make all the excuses you want. All he did was win it again, bro, in dramatic fashion. Dramatic the other way.
What do you always say? The truth is in the details. Tell the truth.
Indiana winning the national championship was not a fluke. Okay, well, I'll hit you with this because, you know, I don't like to hate on winning. I like winning. You know, me and B Shaw pick with each other all the time about winning. I'm a winner, so I like to win. They won, and I give them all the credit in the world for that. Winning a championship is hard no matter where you're at. But this is what I'll tell you. And if you're a really football person, you can't, there's no disputing this, right? Now, if you're just a fan, it's just, you know, then you'll make your case. Indiana played the weakest schedule of any national championship I can remember in the last 15 years. This is a fact. I even Googled it. They played the weakest schedule from start to bottom. And then look at the schedule this season. Look who they, like, come on, man. Like, you got the first 6 games, you don't even play a team. I think you play one team with a winning record. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. They won. But if you put that team playing Georgia, LSU, Bama, Florida, week after week after week, I can guarantee you that they're likely to have some losses, bro. You know what I mean? When you got to get up for those kind of games back to back to back to back to back. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to them. They won. Kudos.
We're going to find out a lot about them this year when it comes to a certain part of the schedule. When they play Ohio State, we're going to really, really find out what type of team they are. They're probably going to play each other again in the Big Ten championship game, depending on how Oregon goes throughout that conference. And I expect Ohio State to be there. But depending on how Indiana plays this season out, because Mendoza's not there anymore, Pons is not there anymore. It's so many guys that are not on that team anymore. So if you're going to factor in you saying they're going to repeat or win a national championship again, it wasn't no fluke and all that, do it again.
Yeah, and Roy Nixon, he makes a point. He says teams take on the coach's personality. You know this, we all know this, and that's why whenever Alabama lines up against a physical team, the game is not a guaranteed win for Alabama. I agree with you 100%. I don't know if it's taking on the coach's personality more so is it that you're adapting to the coach's scheme. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that scheme doesn't benefit you when you play. I think Coach DeBoer is learning himself in this conference like he do any other conference. The SEC is not the Pac-12, bro. Mike Leach will tell you that better than anybody. That throwing the ball all over the yard crap don't work in this conference. Why do you think every team, including Indiana, all migrate down south to pick up defensive linemen? Because football is played in this, and I know this just from living in Chicago. Football is not played year-round in some of those northern states. Here in the South, football is a year-round sport. Like, it never stops. If you don't play no other sport, guess what you're doing right now? Lifting. Guess what you're doing in November when the football season ends in high school? Guess what you're doing? You live all year for football. You're doing something football-related all season. It never stops. So I get that. Yes, you're 100% right. But brother, if we being honest, that's all I'm trying to say. Taking nothing from Indiana. Indiana did what they did. They were a great champion. I got a number of respect for Indiana. But when you come into a season, brother, and you start off playing North Texas, then you play Howard, then you play Western Kentucky, then you play Northwestern, who was terrible, then you play Rutgers, who was terrible, then you play Nebraska, who was like, come on, fam, that's 6 games. You can play a team with a winning record. While other teams got to play Michigan, then you got to come back and play Florida, Ole Miss, Georgia, Tennessee. You know, and I know that puts you in harm's way of losing, bro. So when Indiana plays the schedule and they go into the Ohio State game undefeated, Ohio State going to the game because they ain't played nobody but one team undefeated. Whichever team lose ain't gonna drop far. They're gonna keep them right there in the top 5 or top 6 or whatever. So they never have a threat of getting beat more than once. As opposed over here in the SEC, where you playing a top 15 defense every single week. And if you know football, you know this to be true. That's all I'm saying. Taking nothing from the win. A win is a win, and they're national champions, and I salute that. But let's not act like two things are the same, because they are clearly not.
And now I'm gonna ask this last question before we get up out of here, because I thought it was gonna end at 1:30, but they I say 1:30, hour and 30 minutes. But Vols took my final question, man. I don't know. He was reading my mind. Said, how many SEC teams do y'all see making the playoffs? That's a real good one.
I see 4. I see 4.
I can see 4 too. Yeah. I know it's gonna be Georgia. I expect Texas to be there. Definitely not sure about us right now. Maybe Ole Miss. I gotta see how they play. Maybe Ole Miss. Oklahoma has a chance.
Hell yeah, I think they're gonna make it. I do.
LSU, I still gotta see. I just gotta see Sam Levitt. I think if I felt comfortable about the quarterback, I just got to see how Sam Levitt plays. It all depends on quarterback play. But I'll say, yeah, 4 is a good number. 4 is a good number.
Yeah, I'm with you, Roy. I'm with you 100%, bro. But we realistic over here, man. Alabama got a young quarterback, right? They got a young offensive line. Now, I tell people all the time, my prediction is next year is when Alabama gonna make some real noise, because this is the first time that Kalen DeBoer will have a returning starter at a quarterback position, right? If Keelan start, he'll be here next year. If Max start, he'll be here next year. All those youngsters, Alabama got a very young football team and a new football team. So I think, to me, next year is when Alabama really gonna make some real noise.
Yeah, J Mem said 4, Texas, UGA, Oklahoma, and Bama, because I'm a homer. Yeah, man, that's understandable. Hey, man, that's understandable.
J-Man can be real, yeah.
I got for Keith, man, I read his like he was talking about spades. I got 3
in the possible. That's facts. That's facts.
I read that like he had a spades hand. Like, man, I got how many books can you get, man?
Yeah. Now look, if the NCAA, hey, I and JJ, I wanted to say that, but I ain't want to be sharp to jump through the screen at me.
No.
Right? You know what I'm saying? But I hope that ain't the case, JJ. I hope that ain't the case, bro. That would really hurt my feelings with them if they good this year. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna see.
Look, the NCAA, if the NCAA wanted to be messy, they would do what Lynn just said. Now, if they want to really send a message about and be messy to other conferences,
I forgot
they put 5 SEC teams and 4 or 5 Big Ten. Oh, they'd be hot. Everybody else would be hot, bro. They'd riot. The Big 12 would riot, bro. Seriously.
I forgot about Texas A&M. Texas A&M got a chance of being there.
I ain't high on them, man. They let me down last year when they played better competition.
But you got to think about that game, and that game was super windy. That game.
Which one?
The Miami game.
The Miami one, yeah.
I go back and watch it because that game. Why you think the score was so low, man? Because the wind was just outrageous that day. Like they couldn't even kick field goal.
I want to see what their QB do, man, because he had some really high highs and some really low lows. I want to see what their QB do.
If he was a better passer, I believe they would have went far last year because I felt like they were set up for that way. Mario Cravers is one of those guys in the SEC at the wide receiver position. I think can be an all SEC type guy. They had Desmond Ritz over there as we had him at Alabama, and I thought he was going to be the next one. Got another year in his belt as a start over there at Texas A&M. So yeah, man, we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be a real interesting year.
Really quick before you go, J. Cole. Let me tell you where else we young at. Your signal callers are both gonna be new starters, young kids too. We lost all 3 of our rotational pieces at middle linebacker, and that is crucial. That is, unless you got Quentin Williams right there, that is crucial to have a dog. I'm talking about an experienced dog. What you gonna do when they come out in 5 wide, then they shift down to 3? What call you gonna make when the numbers? You gotta shift numbers. Like you gotta have an experienced dude in there, man, or the mistakes is going to come. We're gonna be young at middle linebacker. Very young. I know the Woodson kid done played at Virginia Tech in a completely different defense, and I mean completely different defense than what we're gonna be doing. So I don't know, man. We okay.
That's why I'm not even a little bit high on anything right now, bro. I don't know. And I'm not going to, hey, y'all, I told y'all day one, tell the truth and nothing but the truth. I'm not going to say no bull jive. I'm not going to tell you Alabama is this and that. I'll tell you exactly how I feel about it. If they don't like it, oh well. That they can call me a fair weather fan. Like they call a certain somebody always called us fair weather fans, but
that's cool.
That's cool with me. I'm about to say, but the truth hurts, man. I think it took a lot of people to the Indiana game to find out how much the truth hurt.
Everything we said during the season, why y'all complaining and they won? Lynn was the only one on our side. Lynn knew because he saw the same thing. When you play better competition, your ass gonna find out why we complain. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see. Like right now,
came home to roost that day, boy.
I am aware of young QB, young offensive line, pedestrian offensive coordinator, and young middle linebackers. I know what that's a recipe for, regardless if they don't. I know what that's a recipe for, bro. So I'll leave it right there.
And yeah, man, that'll be today's show, man. Got a lot out the way. Got pretty much all the topics out the way, man. So yeah, man, big ups to that. Appreciate you coming on, man, because I know that Thursday show about to be wild, man. About get Jay and them up here. I'm like, man, I don't need you up here for 30 minutes. No, I need you at least up here for an hour and 30. So we gonna talk, especially with the lineups, how they line this up. Like, I felt like we got a decent lineup today with Brent Venables and all those guys, but everybody that you just named from now on until Thursday, woo, boy, we got a lot to talk about, man. So definitely appreciate everybody coming on in here. And if y'all didn't know, 4 subs away from 1,900 and 104 subs from 2,000. So help a brother out, get those 4 subs to 19, and then get them last 100 to 2,000. Can we make that happen by the end of the month? I think we can. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And if you're not subscribed to Coach Shawn channel, which everybody is pretty much a part of this channel, which I consider him and all the guys. But make sure you subscribe to his channel too, Just My Humble Opinion. It will jump just my humble opinion sports talk. It will be in the description as always. And I'm gonna let him say what he needs to say, and we're gonna get up out of here.
Please tap in with us, man. We about to start running this football season is coming.
Whew.
I've been on a little hiatus from the channel. I've been super duper busy. Every time I plan on doing something, man, you know how it is when you got these kids is in 1,000 different sports, and I do mean 1,000. It's like they never get a break, man. You know, I didn't know cheerleading was a year-round sport now. So it's just
I
like,
told you that with my sister.
God, Destin, Florida, this and my pocket is upset right now. Upset. You know what I mean? So we about to settle down now. You know, and we're gonna start putting content back on the channel, man. Got a lot of different things. I got a whole notebook full of stuff we're about to go through. So stay tapped in with us, man. JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube. Keith, much love, my bro. J. Cole, everybody in the chat, Lynn, J Mims, everybody, Toya, everybody tap in, man. Thank y'all. Y'all are freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, man. Like I tell y'all, man, y'all the ones that make the show easy. And that's why I said, yep. And I always have a schedule of how I want to talk about the show, but you see, I love to answer y'all questions because y'all make the show fun. I love interactive shows when y'all are active and asking questions, because it'd be a lot of stuff I don't even be thinking about. I'd be like, yeah, man, that's a great question to talk about, and that made the conversation go longer. So definitely appreciate y'all. As always, like I said, y'all already know when the season start, the post-game shows. Yeah, if you seen how they was last year, it's gonna go up even more crazy. Hopefully we get all wins.
And if anybody out there, man, my bad, be sharp.
No, go ahead.
If anybody out there see Auntie Janet anywhere, man, Janet Forsyth, man, I hadn't heard from Janet. I don't know what's going on. I hope she okay. Last time I talked with her, she was sick, like real sick, like surgery sick, and I ain't heard nothing from her. I hope she's okay. Big prayers to her, man. Anybody see our brother Jake Merrill out there, tell Jake we love him to death. He got a spot. We waiting on him to come back. That's our brother from another mother. That's the homie for sure. Much love to everybody in our whole Wu-Tang clan, man. All the coaches, all the fellas. Tap in with them all, man. All of them, you know, Rep 1, all the fellas over there. Just everybody tap in with them and support them.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely like I said, man, appreciate everybody. Please hit the like button. It's right there. And you know if you hit it or not, just bam, just hit that thing real quick. That's what she said. But hit that like button before y'all get up out of here. And Thursday at 6 o'clock, the same time, we recapping Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you already know it's about to be a lot of fireworks, and we get lame on the last day. So we already know with the comments that Josh Heupel gave today, they're gonna definitely ask Lane, and you know he got 2 days to think on it. Like, oh, he talking this type of mess.
Lane gonna say something crazy.
Woo! That's why I said, please do not miss that Thursday show. That's why I said, please hit that like and subscribe button. And I can't wait for Thursday, man, because we got a lot to talk about, a whole lot to talk about.
You see Dwight, and big shout out to Dwight, man. Dwight, talented man, most talented man in the world, man. Y'all need to tap in with Dwight too, doing his thing, bro.
That's what I said, man. I'm gonna do something special for Dwight.
Yeah, man.
Don't worry, Dwight. Just know I got something special for you, brother. Always being a proud supporter.
And he keep it real, be sharp. Yep. He don't fart no crimson gases. He just tell it.
I think that's what a lot of the problem with our fan base, man. It's okay, bro. If you disagree with me, that's fine. We can all disagree, but we ain't got to make things personal. I think a lot of people, that's the problem with our fan base. Just because we disagree, well, the other person, they feel like they can call the person out their name and all this stuff and all that, bro.
It's the most ridiculous.
I'm like, bro, we just talking football.
That's it.
That is it. Get out your feelings.
Say, Gil. Gil, what's up, Gil? What man? How Gil gonna pop in at the end of the show to my F them tree? Gil, where you been?
I'm gonna get a shirt. I'm gonna get a shirt made. As a matter of fact, that may be one of the first merch thing that come out. F them trees.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all, man. So
appreciate you, J Mims.
So shout out to J Mims. Shout out to J Cole, Dwight, Lynn jumping back in here. Lynn is already in mid-season 4. Always good to see you, brother. Definitely got to talk more for real. Goof, Toya, Kim, everybody, Keith. That one said, thank you all. And hopefully before the end of the year, we'll have a nice little brand deal on this show. That's been my goal before the end of the year. So we can really, really start kicking things off a little bit more so I can show my brother some love the right way, the way I want to show them love. Not just telling them, but showing them in the right way.
Brother.
So all brands, show your boy some love so I can do right by my boys. So appreciate all of y'all, and y'all already know how we're gonna always do it. I wish Tez was here. You already know. You already know.
He's somewhere rubbernecking. You see right now.
Oh yeah, man.
Big shout out to Vols. Big shout out to Vols. That's my homie. But F Tennessee.
Y'all already know. And roll down time.
Roll tide.
We'll catch y'all on the next one. That's why I said all brands, y'all already know. We'll talk. Roll down tide. F Auburn.